Hello guys and welcome to my ultimate weapons guide on Apex Legends, and today we will be talking about every weapon in this game, and we will also be looking at the stats and how they shoot. To begin with, we've got the first weapon, that's the Wingman. Oh yeah, and by the way, all the weapons, and when I talk about them, there will be a timestamp or like timetable basically in the comment, or no, in the description below, and also the websites or references that I used to put up this video are also going to be in the description below if you want to check those out. So yeah, we will be beginning with pistols, and that's going to be, the first one's going to be the Wingman. And as you can see, there's 90 damage with the headshot and 45 if you shoot the body. Now, body damage is, as I said, 45. Leg damage would be 40. And damages per second that you can make when constantly shooting is around 154. Fire rate is 3.4. And the magazine that you can have usually per magazine, the TKK is 217. Full time to reload takes about 2.1 second, and also time to empty a mag is 1.6. Not quite sure what values those are. A magazine size, as you can see, typically is made up of 6 rounds, and fairly easy to discern. And as you can see, the spray pattern is also kind of upwards, so you will always shoot a bit higher than you actually aim at. So yeah, let's get to the next weapon. That's the RE45. Okay, so there we go. We've got the RE45. A body damage of 11 if you hit them on 11, and as you can see, if you head shoot them, it's 16. But since, per shot, per bullet that hits, but since this is an automatic weapon, you can make up to 40 critical damage on a head per round. And yeah, damage per round in total, you can make 137 damages per round. Time to empty doesn't take very long, 1.15. Magazine size is, as you can see, not very large. It's not 18 shots as it's said here. As you can see, it's 15. So I have to correct that from the website. And the spray pattern is upwards, so it doesn't shoot a lot upwards. It's pretty controlled, but it's a fast firing weapon, so you will have to be able to control a bit of spread, and pulling it down isn't very hard. So yeah, let's get to the next weapon. The next weapon's the P2020, which we will be picking up from here. And this is a single shot firing weapon. It usually shoots upwards according to the spray pattern. Body damage is 12. Headshot damage is 18 if you hit it correctly. And leg damage is 10. It's pretty low, at least usually it's 10. Maybe here it's a bit different. And then the full reload is 1.25, time to empty is 1.29, and the ammo size, as you can see, is 10 rounds, which you get to shoot each time. And you can also click really quickly with it, so it will make quite significant damage if you know how to use it. So yeah, now we've concluded the pistols, we will go to the next section. Next up are assault rifles, and we will be looking at the R301 first. Now, this weapon is fairly easy to use, it's fairly standard as well. that's not being very objective, but it's easy to control, it works pretty well, and it's good to shoot enemies with it. Now the headshot damage per bullet is 28, as you could see there. And damage per second is 186. Full reload takes around 3.6 seconds. And time to empty is 1.3, which I don't know what exactly that is, what measuring unit that is. And the magazine size, as you can see, has 18 rounds. And yeah, it sprays upwards quite a lot. But if you've got some spray control, it actually works alright. There's not a lot of spray right now. It hits up a bit, but it's not a lot. So yeah, let's get to the next weapon, because our time is very precious. The next weapon's the Flatline, which I will be getting from here. So, the Flatline has a body damage of 16 per bullet, and headshot damage is 32, as you can see. Leg damage would be 12, but of course this is a bit biased here. Then damage per second is 160, and the magazine size is 20, as you can depict. And obviously the spray pattern is upwards, and you will also need heavy mags to use this weapon. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward, but it's not a very good weapon since it sprays quite a lot, which is not very favorable to me, but that's just my personal opinion. Now let's get to the next weapon, which is the Hemlock. The Hemlock is here. Burst AR. And this is a burst weapon, so you can at maximum have a triple shot. There's a body damage of 18 per bullet, and there's a headshot damage of 36, which can make it very strong if you hit the enemies correctly, as you saw previously. The ammo type is again heavy ammo, and damage per second is 108. And the magazine size, as you can see, is 18 rounds. So yeah, we've got that wrapped up too. So let's get to the next topic. Okay, so the next topic is sniper rifles, and we will be starting with the G7, one of my favorite weapons in this game. And as you can see, body damage is 30 and headshot damage is 60. The leg damage should be 21. It's obviously again higher here, it's 30. Damage per second that you can make when you click a lot is 142. Fire rate 4.7. And full reload takes around 3 seconds. Time to empty 2.07, and the magazine size is 10, as you can see. And yeah, the spray pattern is upwards, so as you can see, it hits up a bit each time I shoot. So that's that. Let's go to the next sniper rifle, which is going to be the Longbow. And body damage should be 55. Yes, I can confirm. And headshot damage is 110. The reload time, as you can see, is around 3.6 seconds. Magazine size is 5 rounds. Also, the spray pattern is also towards the upper right. And yeah, that's it for this weapon. The next one is the triple take. The triple take, as you can see, has an extremely high headshot damage, which is 138, which is already very lethal, which means that if your enemy only has 2 shields, as in 2 bars of shields, you can probably down them with a headshot. But I'm not quite sure about that. Actually, I think that would have to be 150. No, it has to be 150. So you can't quite kill them with 1 headshot, but you can with 2. So with 2, they will be definitely down and having no shields whatsoever. Body damage is pretty high, 69, and leg damage should be 50, but of course here again it's a bit biased. Then full reload time takes around 3.6 seconds. Time to empty is 3.23. And the magazine size is, as you can see, 5 rounds each time. And the ammo is energy ammo, basically. So, also the firing mode is a single shot since it's a sniper. And it shoots 3 bullets at once, which you can see. You can't really see it very well here. Now this is a pretty good example there, and it's fairly visible if people start shooting at you with this one. So let's get to the next set of weapons. Okay, so the next set of weapons is shotguns. We will be starting off with the Peacekeeper. Now, the Peacekeeper has a body damage of 110 if you don't hit the head as well, and a headshot damage of 160. But I'm not quite sure if that's... Yeah, as you can see, you can probably get up to those 160, 140. You just have to be very close to actually shoot them in the head. There we go, 165. Leg damage is 88. Damage per second, 107. Obviously uses shotgun rounds. And full reloads take around 3.5 seconds. And the time to empty is 6. Whatever that means. And yeah, the spray pattern looks kind of like a star. So hitting them either in the head or on the body is obviously very lethal if you do your stuff well. So yeah, let's get to the next one, which is the Mozambique. The Mozambique should make around 45 body damage, which it does, and a headshot damage of 66. So I understand why my colleagues mock it as a pretty insignificant weapon, because it kind of is. It's usually a weapon that you would pick up if you don't have anything else. Damage per second is 135, fire rate is 3, and then full reload times take around 2.6 seconds, and the time to empty is 1.08, whichever measuring unit that is. And yeah, it uses shotgun ammo, and the pattern is a bit weird. It's like a triangle, but not a triangle, and it will shoot upwards with each shot you did. I was quickly going to reload and try and show that. Yeah, it does hit up a little bit. So yeah, let's get to the next one, which is going to be the EVA-8 Auto. And body damage is 63. As you can see, if you get a good hit, it also very much depends on distance. And headshot damage is 90, which is not bad, pretty significant. But you will have to be pretty close to the enemy to actually get all those bullets on one spot. Leg damage should be 50. Obviously we'll get a bit less because I hit more of the ground than actually the target. Full time to empty takes around 3.48, and full reload takes 3.5 seconds. and the magazine size is 8, as you can see, obviously using shotgun ammo. And this gun uses or shoots in 2 circles, basically, as you can see. 2 circles over each other. It looks like a comparison chart with differences and things in common. So yeah, let's get to the next set of weapons. So the next weapon we will be focusing on is the Devotion, and it's an energy gun. And the body damage is 17 with 1 shot, as you can see. And the headshot damage is 34 per shot or per bullet. And obviously if you hold down, the weapon will increase with speed. And obviously shoot a lot more bullets. Damage per second can be up to 255. That can be inflicted. Full reload takes around 3.63 seconds. And the time to empty is 3.62. The magazine size is 44 rounds. And the spraying pattern goes towards the left and then turns towards the right. It looks like an inverted question mark or an upside down question mark. So it basically, the way it would spray is kind of like that. Oh wait, sorry, wrong direction. Like this. Yeah, it looks like a wrong way around question mark. It usually doesn't get more accurate if you spray more. But the good thing is you can kind of use it as a sniper, which it makes it very practical in some of the testing scenarios. Or some of the battle scenarios you'll be going through. Obviously, fire mode is either slow if you just shoot 1 bullet, or very fast, but you can't really switch between fire modes. It's just basically the way you shoot with it. Yeah, so let's get to the next weapon, which is the Spitfire. So, body damage with the Spitfire causes a damage of 20. And a headshot damage causes damage of 40, as you can see. A lag damage is 16, and time to empty takes around 3.9 seconds. Oh no, not 3.9 seconds, probably another or a different unit. I'm not sure if that's actually seconds. Full time to reload is 3.33 seconds. And the magazine size is 35 rounds. The spray pattern is pretty jiggly. It shoots around in a zigzag almost. And obviously you can single shoot with these guns, but as I said previously with the Devotion, they do shoot faster. This just doesn't need charging time. So basically, if you use the Devotion, you can use a turbocharger and you will shoot a lot faster because you don't have to charge the weapon up first. The same counts for the Havoc, which I'll be talking about later. And yeah, obviously this weapon uses heavy ammo to shoot. So let's get to the next set of weapons. And we will be starting with submachine guns now. And obviously the first weapon right now is the R99, which is my absolute favorite weapon. Because if you go in, you can go kapow. And the enemy's dead. Now it's really cool, and I really like it. Jokes aside, and the body damage is 17. Obviously, it's not very easy to shoot 1 bullet with it because it usually shoots more. Headshot damage is, if I can, 18, if I can tap it that slowly. Leg damage is 9. And per magazine TKK is 216. Full reload takes 2.45 seconds. Time to empty 1.05. It's extremely quickly empty. And the magazine size is 18. So if you get this weapon, it's a really cool weapon. I recommend it to anyone. But if you get it, you will need a crud ton of ammo, especially light ammo, and you will need to get an extended mag, because otherwise you will run out of bullets fairly quickly. Now, I'm not sure if this is quite true, but downing an enemy takes 14 bullets to hit the enemy. So if you don't hit those 14 bullets, you're probably screwed. With an extended mag, you can down 2 enemies, theoretically, if you instantly hit both of them, which is very unlikely. And the spray pattern, you will need to also be a bit in control of spray pattern, because it goes upwards fairly, or quite a lot. But I also like to tap with it, because it can be very effective if you tap, as you can see with the headshots. And yeah, it's a fairly cool weapon to play. I enjoy it very much, and I recommend it to anyone if you want to be like Jablinski. Let's get to the next weapon, which is the Prowler. It's a heavy mag weapon. There we go. And this weapon doesn't shoot a full automatically. It's burst fire only, as you can see. And body damage per bullet is 14, which I can't really show. Then the leg damage would be 11. Headshot damage would be 21 per bullet. Damage per second is 128. Full reload time takes about 2.6 seconds. Time to empty, it's quickly emptied as well. 1.4 seconds. Also extended mags recommended for this one. Magazine size, as you can see, it has 20 shots. And the spray pattern is also upwards in a kind of wavy line. And yeah, you need heavy rounds to shoot with it. Now the next weapon is the Alternator. It has a body damage of 13 per shot, and as you can see, you can actually do single shots with this guy. And a headshot damage of 19. Leg damage should be at 10. Obviously bias again here. On this map, the ammo type is obviously light ammunition. Full reload takes around 2.23 seconds, and the time to empty is 1.55, and the magazine size is 16 rounds, as you may depict. So now that we have gone through most of the weapons, we will still go through one of them, which I've almost left out in assault rifles, which is the Havoc, one of the newest weapons in this game, or the newest weapon in this game. I don't really like it because it needs a bit of time to load up. So you will need a turbocharger for this one, so you can instantly shoot with it, which then makes it a fairly strong weapon. I don't have all the stats for it up in front of me right now, but as you can see, body damage is around 18. But I won't really speculate because I don't have the stats in front of me, so I'll put them up on the side, and you can make up your own opinion on how good this weapon is. Now let's get to the strongest weapons in this game, which is starting with the shotgun, the Mastiff. These are legendary weapons, so you can only get them from drops and you can't find them in a loot. They also have a limited amount of ammunition, so you cannot get more ammunition once you've used the weapon. As you can see, the damage is fairly high. Body damage is 144. Depending on how close you are, obviously, to the enemy. That is very dependent on shotguns. And if a headshot is very lethal, which will kill the enemy with 288 damage. I'm not sure if they will die instantly. I think that's just probably get some damage with getting downed. But basically hitting them in the head will instantly down the enemy. Leg damage is 144, just as much as body damage. And the time to empty takes around 2.35. And time to reload is fairly quick with 1.7 seconds. The magazine size is 4 per round. And the spray pattern is a straight line, basically. So let's get to the next ultimate weapon, which is the Kraber. The Kraber is a sniper rifle, and as you can see, it has a very big zoom. It's also pretty lethal, so body damage is 125. Headshot damage is 250, and leg damage is 90. Damage per second is 62. Tactical reload time takes 3.2 seconds. Full reloads take 4.3 seconds, and the time to empty is 3.6 seconds. The magazine size is 4 bullets per round, and the spray pattern is usually a bit downward after you have shot. And obviously you can only shoot one bullet with this, or a single bullet at a time with this, because it's a sniper rifle. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you guys decide which weapons are the best for you. I personally prefer the R99 and the G7 Scout. Those are my favorite weapons for this game. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've liked this video and it's been helpful to you. And don't forget to check out the links below, which I have used to create this video. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.